Welcome to Global News Today on QuickView 24's Daily. Today, we bring you the latest and most urgent global events. The main content is included in the program. Thailand repatriates hundreds of victims from online fraudulent activities in Myanmar. Syria's political landscape changed when the SDF officially merged with the Syrian government. The tragic migration crisis off the coast of Yemen. At least 70 bodies have been found. And in our top story, Elon Musk's social media platform, X, fell victim to a massive cyber attack. Is this a political plan or a sign of an ongoing cyber war? The following is the detailed content. Thailand repatriates hundreds of scam victims. A major breakthrough in the fight against transnational crime. Hundreds of victims exploited by online scam networks in Myanmar have been safely repatriated. The Thai government, in coordination with Myanmar and India, has facilitated the return of 540 victims from online scam operations. 283 Indian nationals were flown home via a military CC-17 aircraft deployed by the Indian government. China has also repatriated more than 2,000 of its citizens who were trapped in scam centers across Myanmar since the crackdown began. Are these measures enough to dismantle these cybercrime syndicates once and for all? Syria SDF officially merges with the government. A major political shift in Syria. The Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces (S) have formally merged with the Syrian government, altering the power dynamics in the region. The Syrian government will now assume control over key assets, including border crossings, airports, and vital oil and gas fields. Both sides have agreed to implement a nationwide ceasefire. The United Nations has called for an investigation into recent acts of violence against civilians in Syria. Could this agreement pave the way for lasting peace, or is it merely a temporary arrangement? Migrant tragedy. Over 70 bodies recovered off Yemen's coast, a devastating humanitarian crisis. At least 70 migrant bodies have been discovered off the coast of Yemen, highlighting the dangers of one of the world's deadliest migration routes. A vessel carrying 186 migrants capsized while en route from East Africa to Yemen. 558 migrants have lost their lives since the beginning of 2024, according to the International Organization for Migration, IOM. Human rights groups are urging for urgent intervention to prevent future tragedies. Can governments find a solution to protect these migrants from such heartbreaking fates? Elon Musk's social media platform, X, has just been hit by an unprecedented cyber attack. Is this just a security breach or a full-scale cyber war? How did the attack happen? On March 10th, users across Asia, Europe, and North America reported widespread access issues on X, formerly known as Twitter. According to Down Detector, more than 40,000 reports were registered within hours. The main problems users experienced included inability to log in or refresh feeds, posts failing to load, missing images and videos, direct messages DMs disappearing or becoming inaccessible. The outage initially seemed temporary, but resurfaced later in the evening, raising concerns that this was a sustained, coordinated attack. Was this just a random technical failure, or was there a deliberate effort to disrupt the platform? Elon Musk speaks out. This is a coordinated attack. Shortly after the incident, Elon Musk took to X and made a shocking statement. This is not a normal system failure. This is a coordinated attack, possibly orchestrated by a nation-state or a highly organized hacking group. Even more concerning, Musk revealed that the attack's origin had IP addresses traced back to Ukraine. This revelation has fueled speculations about a potential cyber warfare operation linked to geopolitical tensions between the West and Russia. Three main theories about who could be behind this attack. 1. A sophisticated hacking group, similar to past cyber attacks on major tech giants like Microsoft and Google. 2. State-sponsored cyber warfare. Some experts suggest Russia or China might be involved, given the ongoing global cyber tensions. 3. A retaliatory attack from Ukrainian hackers? Following Musk's controversial stance on the Russia-Ukraine war, some believe pro-Ukraine hacker groups might be targeting X. But is there concrete evidence to support these claims? Security breach or consequence of Musk's staff cuts? Cybersecurity experts argue that this attack may not only be an external threat, but also a result of internal vulnerabilities stemming from Musk's drastic workforce reductions at X. Since Musk's $44 billion acquisition of Twitter/X in 2022, thousands of employees have been laid off, including key cybersecurity personnel. X has restructured its data infrastructure, potentially introducing new security risks. Former security staff warned that the platform's weakened IT defenses could make it an easier target for cyber criminals. So was this a high-level cyber attack, or is X simply suffering from the consequences of cost-cutting measures, global impact, and far-reaching consequences? This cyber attack on X has raised major concerns about the broader implications for global cybersecurity. Cybersecurity vulnerabilities exposed. If X can be compromised, are other major platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at risk? Disruptions in information flow. With millions relying on X for real-time updates, such attacks could threaten global news dissemination. Financial and economic impact. A large-scale cyber attack on a social media giant could shake investor confidence in stock markets. Could this be the beginning of a larger cyber war targeting global digital infrastructure? How can X strike back? Following the attack, X's security team has launched a full-scale investigation and is implementing countermeasures, strengthening server defenses to prevent further distributed denial-of-service attacks, collaborating with international cybersecurity agencies to track the source of the attack, enhancing real-time monitoring systems to detect and patch vulnerabilities. But the real question is, will Musk invest more in cybersecurity, or will cost-cutting continue to leave X vulnerable? Is included in the program. That wraps up today's edition of Global News Today. What do you think? Who is really behind the X cyber attack? Can international efforts bring stability to Syria and Gaza? How will the world react to Thailand's crackdown on scam networks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead of global events with Global News Today. See you in our next report.